Welcome to ABC 123 Trader, Futures, Forex, Options, and Crypto Trading Indicators. All forms of trading carry a high level of risk, so you should only speculate with money you can afford to lose. You can lose more than your initial deposit and stake. Please ensure your chosen method matches your investment objectives. Familiarize yourself with the risks involved, and if necessary, seek independent advice. U.S. government required disclaimer. Commodity Futures Trading Commission trading financial instruments of any kind, including options, futures, and securities, have large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the options, futures, and stock markets. Do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Alrighty, good morning everybody. Mr. Mike. It is 9:35 this morning, the 16th of September. Let's start taking a look at the futures this morning. Just getting activated. I know it's before. Yeah, I'm just going to let it just vibrate through for a while. So Dow drops 300 points as traders fret over FedEx warning. Wall Street heads for big weekly loss. Oil's going up. It doesn't show the VIX right now. And down 1.46, 1.33 S&P, and Dow is down another percent. So they're still pushing it down. Let's see where we are in our order blocks. So we're getting close, guys. Like I said, I feel like I'm a psychic, but I'm not. It's just basic math. Okay, you can see they're really pushing. So what we had is that big drop, and then we had the vibration, and then I took that little quick trade, and it looked like it did another big drop again, and they're going to push it again to this order block, maybe down to this level. So we are at 11,800. Let's go F6 here, hammer that. We'll find out where that is on the 4-hour chart. Actually, let's remove all drawing objects and do it again. Let's do that again. Let's go back. That is daily chart. Which one was I on? That was daily. Where are we? There we go. So let's mark that marker there. So as you can see, I'm going to hopefully get this a lot bigger for you. Really bad inversion. It was going really well until that Fed announcement of inflation. So let's just kind of get it in that zone. Okay, I'll just front load it, whatever. So we know where we are. Pushing again. Oh, there's another mini order block. So let's, hate this sometimes. Let's open this up. Let's move up this order block, see where this one's located.
Sell opportunity. Yeah,
we know. Many 1-hour order blocks popping through there to the 4-hour thing. They've been bouncing and breaking. So let's put another range there. And what I want to know is between the two, what is the distance between the two? Because this is a 4-hour chart. Let's just check it really quickly here. 36 points, okay. So we know between the two there's a good vibration level in that zone. Okay, so we got that set up. Let's move this down. While that's pushing down, let's take a look at that one. And the third one, where we are. A lot of vibration, high volume bars. Yeah, 1 minute candle. 939 looks like it could push down. We had a couple of bottoms here, so let's just do a little mini range here. See, at the 11,800 level, so that's a quarter guy, another 100%, and we're at 38, so they could vibrate up and down. Looks like it's trending quite nicely, so let's see if they pop back up, come back down again. And so they might have, this could be the bottom, we don't know yet, but I don't think so. So we got those two areas here. So we got point A and point B. So it looks like 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bars. Yeah, we could do that today. Okay. So while this is vibrating, let's move across and go to our trade chart. Bink. So currently our trade card, this is kind of interesting. What I look at when I design this guy, see this red means it's supposed to be selling opportunity. We got 3 bars here, and because it's so volatile, we're running at 22 points a minute, right now 24 now. I'm going to put it right there, 24 points a minute. Very volatile, so I have to be patient and wait. We have a lot of chop if you think about it. 703 delta fired off. This is actually an extreme bar going up. Interesting. This little arrow that I have on the algorithm saying it actually might actually give our reversal, but we don't know yet. See, this thing crossed. This was which one is it running on right now? Yeah, it's running on the up one, but let it vibrate. Let it vibrate for a while. I don't want to play in this game because there's just too much, and we're right at that sweet spot level. Okay. And where we are at from 9:30 till now, because it said 9:39, right? We have a 9:45.
Buy opportunity.
Yeah, see, they're going back and forth. There's just too much vibration until we get top of the hour. And then this was the sweet spot breaking. So we'll find out here. Now you might ask, let me just see what my processing power is. No, it's fine. If this is green, you're going to say, why the heck is it green and this is going down? Reason why is how the rays work, okay? And it just cut, and it was a negative trade on the green zone, okay? Let me just focus this and open this up. There's a lot of math going on right now. There's a lot of volatility. That's why my screens are kind of grinding away here. Give it a few seconds. Okay, I'm back here. Sorry about that. I just wanted to reset the Ninja Trader system because I didn't reset it from last night. I let it run all night. Okay, so we're at 9:45 signal. We're watching Delta going down. And let them vibrate, because this is a sensitive zone right now, and it needs to break. And once it starts breaking, maybe we can take the trade. I just wish where is my ray right now? Yeah, look how far the sell ray is from way down there. Well, I can't do anything about that. See, the buy ray is the one I would like to see for firing it back up. But see how she attempted once, made some profit. Still pushing down, attempted twice, see some profit. And from resetting it, it just cleaned it up properly. So we're just going to give it some time. We need them to let it fight out until probably top of the hour here. Still running at 21 points a minute. And what I'm going to do as well, no, this thing is still pushing down. So see how the delta is pushing down, everything's pushing down. I'm not overly interested right now until this thing curls, or this thing curls, all of them curls, and when we can cross through. Plus we have volume point of control right here. Yeah, see, there's a lot of fighting at 23 points a minute here from 11:20. Unless if I take like extreme lows like this and snap back in. But you can see there's a lot of resistance. So when you're trading, like, see what the reason why I'm using Henkanashi, you can see full out bars here, and then chop, 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 and then really whip out chop here. Like here, maybe solid whip, 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 and see doji candle, doji candle, doji candle. Another kind of dojis. There's a couple solids. We got a trade point marker here. Well, I shouldn't say trade point. It's we got another bottom marker here, so this could be the turnaround. But we had a couple of them, and they're just grinding. So we'll let them play their delta. We're at negative 4,000. We're at negative 1.25%, and so we're just going to let them. Ugh, it's so ugly. So while that's grinding away, let's go back to the main chart so we don't see the microcosms. And then what we can do is let's add mini volume point or mini volume point of controls and see basically what's happening. And I use my time square just so I can have it for 30-minute increments at this point in time. So where are we right now? So 11,823 is the main hit, but you can tell it's trending down from here to the peak 1, 2, 3, 4 quite nicely. Still trying to break through. Once it does break through, then I think we have some kind of movement here. But this is, see how they're playing? They're basically playing from 36 to 11 actually. So we know she's still kind of trying to trend down, but there's a lot of fighting in that zone there. A lot of contracts. Still a lot of doji candles. And so, yeah, so for the day trend buying opportunities, this is what I'm waiting for. If it does happen, that's what we're looking for. But it looks like it's, because it's grinding so much, there are no shorts for me at this point in time. And where do we go? It might be actually until 11:30 before I can get my first trade in. So the interesting thing is we've had 110,000 contracts just in this area here. Since market open, looks like 64,000 contracts. Well, I don't get to understand with the two there. Why would that number be different than this number? Well, we'll just let it grind away. And this is the beauty about using this. And what I'm looking at, you know what I'm going to do as well. No, I'll let this still run. Sure. Look at him fight. 20 points a minute. Basically, it looks like the big players are buying in, and yeah, 9:45 signal, which is holding. When is the next sell signal? That's the good question. 10:45. Yeah, and it's a really strong sell right now. We don't want to get involved with that yet. Most of the time when I use this trend line or this ray here, we don't want to see resistant markers, resistant markers, resistant markers. Let it keep on pushing down if it makes a new marker while this thing all tightens up for the turnaround. And that's where your major entry is. Because look at this. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, one up there, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 push downs. We do have a lot of stop outs building up here. So we've got 1, 2, wherever 3 went. Then we got 4 and 5. Oh, there's 3 down here. Got destroyed, 4 and 5. So you got a couple of stop outs in this zone. So this will be a target area eventually. and let them just try to keep on grinding down. And you can see it's pushing down. This is pushing down. A lot of fighting in this zone here. So there's tons of contracts. They have like some kind of institution has a lot of volume there that they're buying in right now. So that's where the war is. And where else are we? How much farther does it have to go before we can get to our target? That's my question. So if it does break, and when it does, it needs to go down 27 points. And we'll let them play for the 27 points because it's going so slow. And then once it gets to that level, it could be a total of, let me go here and I'll move it across. 60 points. So it is breaking now, looks like. Still playing though. So what I'm looking at is this is that 27 point marker I was looking at, and then maybe to that other order block for 60 points. And see how it's grinding? It's really ugly, guys, and this is what you don't want to get into. But what I would like to see is a really hard noise. That's my what is it called? Delta hit. Which would I say that if I have a delta in NASDAQ, I don't know what it is on the other ones, but if I have a delta of over 400 contracts spread, I'll start watching. And that's why when you hear that alert sound, I've got to change the sound on it. So what I do, let's open that up. Okay, we had a couple of alert hits earlier. Actually, we had about 4 of them. There was 581, means there was a change so fast. There was 581 delta move, and if you look at the bar, maybe 703 here, 510, 435. Okay, so when I'm starting to look at that, I know there's a dump of contracts that a market maker wants to do just to shake the market. The market hasn't moved with the 581, 703, 510, and 435. So did a punch, did another punch, did another punch, did another punch. Now she's going down. It's fading down slowly. It's not a smooth transition because there's too many wicks here. Okay. Things are pulling down quite nicely, which is good. That means I can get set up for the buying opportunity. Even though it looks like saying, why don't you short? Well, you know what? When it goes like this, if I was trading, I would have blown up my account by now. Okay, so think about it. Let's say you were trying to trade first thing at market open. Market open was here, which was quite nice, so you're basically on the right side of the trade. But let's say you were trying to figure it out, saying, no, it's reversing. And then it goes up. $500, comes back down, lose 200. Strange thing. No, I made a mistake. I'm going this direction. There's another 24 points, so you're down $1,000. Then you do it again. Okay, another $300. Then you do it again. Oh, maybe I got some back. And so this is where they kill you. Always. This is where the day traders get destroyed. No smooth transition, just a lot of chop. With the vibration now is finally slowing down. Hopefully getting more control, or we can get more control now. We have a time signal at 9:45. So at 9:45, if the time is failing, if it's not working properly, we know the banks just want it to hold, cash out, and move it down. Once it starts reversing, then we know that they'll be changing their trend. So while that's grinding away, see 825 failed, it held. And then look at this one, because it was just market open, it actually pushed it down to this time. Now this one's failing again. With the momentum panel, you're almost at target one if you stuck with the momentum panel. See, this was too much of a stop loss, like 222 ticks. And then 141 profit. And it's more than, when you look at this number, it's more than this one, because you have to add. It's just using a fib number. And then, but if you look at the time scanners, or the times, let's find more times here if I can. 825 failed, 650 pullback. Look at all the liquidation they hit. They wanted all those, knock out everybody's stops, and then move the market down at 7 in the morning. There we go. So we'll let them grind it. And where are we on our... Yeah, so we're not even into my sweet spot. There will be an alarm coming up here once it hits 10. I have it set up for that. And then let's see if we can get some turnaround happening here. Yeah, she's finally giving a nice drawdown after half an hour of getting destroyed. Nice thing about it is those two lines that we created, even though it wasn't exact on the order block, see how it hits 127 extension? And that's from Fib Predictor. And then we have another one around 141. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. So what I'm doing right now on the video stuff, I was using OBS. And what I was finding out with OBS, which actually I really like the software, but the CPU was taking so much power. I'm not sure if it was graphics card, but the CPU was so intense that when I got in a trade, if you notice, I was getting some delayed reactions. I'm using Camtasia now, which I've always had for a long time. For doing some editing, that's when you can get those zoom in colors and all, or the zoom in zones and highlights. And I'm finding out the processing power is much better. Now, if I can figure out that if I can use Camtasia on possibility of doing YouTube live, then I might trade live. This is one of the main reasons why I haven't been doing any live feeds, because I'm trying to figure out how, so I don't get any delayed reaction. Because if you ever notice some of my videos, all of a sudden I do this, I cut it off. I said, why the heck is the numbers are not following, let's say, the Superdome or whatever. But I've been watching it for a little while now on this Camtasia thing, and it's holding quite nicely. So what I'm waiting for, all I'm waiting for is I'm going to let it fade down. I'm using the See It Through indicator, and I'm watching. I want to use this line here. And what I would like to see, if it works perfectly. Okay, see, this is 8 o'clock. Not 8 o'clock. This is 10 o'clock. Cash closing right now. Okay, this is what's happening. So when you see a violent move right at 10 o'clock, this is what happens. And the reason why 10 o'clock it does that is, I think it's the Asian session is closed or the cash is closed. So everybody's closing there, just shutting everything down. They're just boom, 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 boom. And sometimes it can do a 50-point spike or a 100-point spike or whatever. So they're shaking everything out, and then it will settle within a few minutes. Maybe there could be a trend change. We don't know yet, but it doesn't look like it the way the reaction is. See, the price action is going like this. So it still might push down, because we only have a few more points before we get to that first order block. So we're getting close. So I'm waiting. Unless if this thing really crosses over. I still don't like it because there's such a big trend gap here, guys. And a lot of resistance. But here we go. Nope, not good enough. And yeah, I don't like it yet, because that just literally hit volume point of control right here. This is where VPOC is at for the first half hour. Let me just do something here. Marker there. marker there. Okay. This is where the volume point of controls are on those half hour bars. Since let me do a couple more here. And there. So all those markers are possibility targets. First rejection. There we go. We got a rejection of 1819. You might say, Mike, weren't you getting into a trade right here? The bar didn't close full. You can see it's trying to. Yeah, okay, we got a dot there. $18.40. I want to give it a couple of minutes for exhaustion. That's what I'm waiting for. There's still a lot of resistance, as you can see. We're getting full bars here. Okay, we're getting close. We'll see what happens here. Let's see if it pops down one more time. I'm gonna go for it now.
Order filled.
See if we can get a couple $100 in. Keep on pushing. Where can we go to? We can go to 840 maybe. Keep on grinding away. We're still in a really tough zone here, so I really have to watch here. Push it one more time. Try to get it to around 36 even to this market maker line here. Got to break 19 here. This is my crossover point. I know it is here. You can start seeing it hit. We need to get, how many more minutes do I have till that? 10:10. Keep on pushing up. $100, $145, $55, $75, $90.
Order filled.
There we go. We're done. That's the trade I was looking for. So in conclusion, I still don't like it. The bottom line is there's a lot of resistance wicks here, so this is the first impulse move. Possibly come back down. But right here, guys, this is my trade point. Okay. If you noticed, it looked like it was failing. It looked like it was failing. It looked like it was failing. This is early marker, so maybe it can take off like crazy. But I was watching two things, guys. Okay. Yeah, it's getting back into an ugly zone here. Okay. This, I'm fighting back into the trend. Okay. So this is just an impulse. Could continue to go down to that market maker yet. Actually, before I do that, there you go. This was one line where the resistance is. As you see this, there's another line here for resistance. There's another line here for resistance. What that is, come on, my mouse today. I took, here's the volume point control. This is where we entered, and it was vibrating, and we popped. Okay, we had some, I stopped right here where this swing was, but I was looking at the trend tracker. And trend tracker doesn't follow swings, it's a different math thing. Then here's the other volume point of control. There's the other volume point of control. That's where I put the lines in. This volume point of control here and this one, because it was trending down. So it literally hit this volume point of control, and we're getting back into all this ugly volume where they've been bouncing. So this thing could go back up, hit this zone, and fire again. Dude, I don't like this chart at all. But for trading, when I'm using that see it through indicator, it really can get me that point where I know where the pop can be and where you can start your trend.
Institution line alert.
And that's the reason why I chose that trade. Okay, even though the market's going down. Now, if I stuck in the trade, I'd probably be making a lot more money, as you know, because I stopped right here. But still, look at, after those 2 minutes of talking, we've only moved from 38 to 50. Another few more dollars. But like I said, I don't like all this. It's not smooth enough. And this could be the first impulse move. And now for the retracement, maybe check here, bounce again. But what I was looking for, like I said, is this trend line coming down. Okay. I saw it wicking. Yeah, okay, no. Top of the hour, I like, because usually there is a turnaround on top of the hours. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, could be 12:50 or 12:30, 23 or whatever. So I want to see if there's going to be a reverse reaction. It could go up to about 10:15 or 10:10, and then it can crash again. Okay, so it hit basically market open price right here, and maybe it can go back down. But that was my trade. This trade was, this dot was here. I wanted to get in. It vibrated. You saw, look at this. We also even had a couple of high delta inversions, not to pop them out. And that was my trade. Boom, seconds. So, and that's about it. So, using the see it through indicator and just a couple other ones kind of pinpoint my trades. I've been using the momentum panel as well, just to see if there's some turnaround, some with the order flow delta. I use this as a key, and I should have watched it more. I got to get my brain adjusted. So how I have it set with these bars is, see how it just crossed in my 10 zone that I like, and then she starts pulling away. See, I could have got really early in the trade, and then I could have taken that. But I waited for, oh, she just removed again. Yeah, so it's resetting again. But I was waiting for my big move. So other than that, if you have any questions, feel free to email me at abc123trader. Just make sure you pinpoint your trades. Trade safe, guys, and you have a great day. Take care. Bye.